What's going on YouTube? Back here in the Budget Build Challenger. Last time y'all seen this, it was up on jacks off the ground. But I got a little surprise. Went and spent my stimulus check. Bought some new wheels and tires for this old girl. And I love the way she sits. Get you a side angle here. I think she looks pretty good. Running a 275 60/15 with a 4.5 inch backspace on the rears. The fronts are a, what are they? 235 60/15 with a 4.25 inch backspace. Now, I went ahead and off camera, went ahead and just assembled the rest of the front end here, just because I knew these tires were coming and I wanted to be able to throw these tires on and just look at it, you know. So I skipped that part of the filming process, but you know, what do you do? But I love them. I love these wheels. I think today, well, this video I should say, I think we're gonna tear into this mess of a wiring harness. Get all this old tape off of here. Go ahead and get rid of some wires that we're not going to use. Oh, and I also got the transmission painted up. Under here, you'll see in a later video, it's red. Just have this tape on here, so I want to go put it in. I don't scratch it all up. But I think we need to clean off some space on the bench here and start turning that wiring harness. Let's get it. Okay, got the harness all stripped down out of all this tape. You know, it looks like a big pile of spaghetti, colorful spaghetti, I should say, right now. But don't get too intimidated by it, because I'm about to lay it out on the ground and show y'all that really there ain't too many components to these old vehicles wiring harnesses. So here we go. Okay, I've got the wiring harness laid out here. I apologize if you all hear the rain coming down on the metal roof, but you know, away she goes. So I've got it laid down backwards as if you were standing in front of the car, you know, driver's side be over here, passenger side be over here. I've got it laid out as this is the driver's side. I'm just too lazy to, you know, flip it over. Not too terrible wiring harness, really. If you just lay it out like this, you can really just map out where everything goes. So like right here, you've got your lights for the driver's side, your light plugins. Follow it up. Oh, you know what? I lied. This is both light things. Okay, so this would be passenger side, and this would be your driver's side light plugins. And then you come up here, and you have your starter. Relay, yeah, I think it's relay. And then obviously your battery connections, and goes down to your starter here too. And you just keep following it over. You got a plug that goes to your firewall, another plug that goes to your firewall. You got your ballast resistor, another plug there. This will be going on your intake for the carburetor. And then you just keep following it down. You got your alternator there and a couple field wires, and that's probably the end for the thermostat or the temp sensor. But you know, with these plugs and these connectors, they really only have one place to go, so it won't be too difficult to just throw it up in the car and then just map out where everything goes. So just a tip to help you guys not be too stressed out about wiring harnesses, because they're really not that big of a deal. You just gotta break it down into individual pieces. It's not that big of a deal. But I think I'm going to go ahead and lay it out in the car and then start putting my loom on from there, just so I know where wires need to be routed and where I can put loom on and where I need to put some electrical tape on. So All right, so I basically got it laid out kind of how it would go in the car. Your lights over here, lights, and then back around and over. I went ahead and put up my, what is that, ECU box thing, ballast resistor, just so I could have things plugged in and hanging there, just to mimic it actually being in the car. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of, this is like a thermostatic switch or something for the old 2-barrel choke, I believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and trace these wires back and get rid of them. But I'm gonna hang on to them because I don't know if I might need them in the future, so we'll see. Don't worry about that leaking gas there either. It'll be all right. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get those stripped out of there, and so I got to make room for the Holley EFI kit, so need all the extra room for the wire loom I can get. Okay, it's the next day. I'm getting this wiring harness put in. Would have got it done last night, but ended up drinking, 8 to 15 too many beers. But, just the way she goes. This loom, I like the way this loom looks. It really cleans it up. Helps to hide the wires in there. One tip, when you're using this type of stuff, though, see how it's like frayed there at the end? You can take a lighter and just burn it down a little bit, and then it'll make it tight again. Or you can just run some electrical tape around it. That's what I did. But I think we're gonna start working on the fuel pump next, actually. So I got it up on jacks too. I have to take out this old fuel line. I got some bigger fuel line. I think I got 3/8 instead of the factory 5/16. Yeah, some of this aluminum line. Much easier to bend it. If you can't get the aluminum line, you can also use there's the steel line, which is much harder to bend. It's more like a brake line material, but if you're in a pinch and you need it, you can use it. That's what I did for my fuel line on my white truck, and that was a pain. I said, no, not doing that. I'll order the aluminum stuff. But yeah, let's get onto there and get her done.